In today's video, I'm going to teach you the basics of financial independence, also known as FI. In order to define financial independence, we need to first acknowledge the financial prison that most of us are stuck in due to our jobs. We all have various wants and needs that make up our lifestyle. For example, our house, our car, or some other mode of transportation, groceries that we need for food, or going out to eat, and the clothes that we wear. And in order to afford these things, most of us have a job, or even multiple jobs to supply us with a salary that is spent to maintain that lifestyle. The big problem with this equation is that if you lose your job or you need to deprioritize your job, you're in crisis mode because you lose your salary and your whole lifestyle is now in jeopardy. In other words, we are stuck in this financial prison where we are bound to our job. However, if you can completely replace your job with your investments as a source of income to maintain your lifestyle, then you've achieved financial independence. In this reality, you're not dependent on a job to live the life you want to live. And at that point, you've broken out of financial prison and Shawshank redemption to your life. What is the key difference between financial prison and financial independence? The obvious answer is needing a job versus not needing a job. While that's correct, the real power of financial independence is time. Most people who are in financial prison work at least 40 hours a week. And that's not counting all the time you spend commuting, attending trainings for work, going to work events, and stressing out about work even when you're not at work. Now imagine if you achieve financial independence and you can spend those 40 hours a week doing things that are much more meaningful to you. For example, spending time with your family, volunteering and giving back to your community, and improving your mental and physical well-being. Personally, for me, if I had more time, I would spend that with my wife, my mom, and my daughter. While that might sound appealing to most of you, some folks might find a lot of meaning in their jobs. What if you're one of those people? Is FI not for you? FI is for everyone, regardless of whether you love your job, you hate your job, or you fall somewhere in the middle. FI is all about more choices, not less choices. If you love working, then keep working. But with financial independence by your side, you will just have a lot more power at work. Imagine having the power at work to push back on excessive or mundane tasks. If someone tells you to work over the weekend, you can just say no. Imagine not having to worry about layoffs or a recession because you don't rely on your salary to maintain your lifestyle. Imagine having the power to confidently ask for things at work that you value, like for example, a promotion. Now that's pretty awesome. Now that you're getting way more excited about financial independence, how do you actually achieve financial independence? But before we even get into that, if you're finding my videos useful, please like and subscribe. I put in a lot of work and effort into these videos, and your support will mean the world to me. Back to the topic of how to achieve financial independence. In order to achieve FI, you need to accumulate a certain amount of wealth. We'll call this the FI number. The FI number is equal to 25 times your yearly expenses. This FI number is going to vary from person to person because not all of us have the same expenses. The higher your expenses, the higher your FI number will need to be. This calculation is based on an influential research paper called the Trinity Study. Although there has been a lot of debate and updates to the Trinity Study, this is a great starting point to calculate your FI number and then adjusting it based on your specific circumstances. Let's take a look at an example. Let's say your yearly expenses total $60,000. In order to calculate your FI number, you'll multiply 60,000 times 25, which equals $1.5 million. I completely understand the moment you heard me say $1.5 million, your face is probably looking a little bit like this, but just stay with me here. Although at the start, financial independence can seem very intimidating or even downright impossible, here's an important thing to keep in mind. You don't need to save that entire FI number. You'll save a small portion of it, and the rest of it you will grow through investing. Let's go back to our example. The FI number is $1.5 million. If you diligently invest $1,500 every month into an index fund, at the end of 24 years, you will be financially independent. Over these 24 years, you would have only saved $432,000. The rest of your FI money, about $1.07 million, would have been accumulated through your investment growth. That's the power of compound interest and investing. This is why it's so important to invest your money early and regularly in an index fund and not just put it in the bank. If you are new to investing, I have put together some videos to get you started. Check out the links in the description box below. At this point, you should have a basic understanding of what is financial independence, its benefits, and how much wealth you need to accumulate to achieve financial independence. In future videos, I'm going to show you all the practical steps you can take to accumulate the wealth you need to be financially independent. Once you learn more about FI, it's going to be hard to go back to the status quo. So take the red pill and join me on this path to financial independence. See you soon.